Good morning, everybody, and welcome to McLaughlin Arena Rink B in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island for the opener of Day 2 of Andrews Hockey Oyster Cup action. This is a 2011 division matchup between the ECI Select, who are in the black jerseys with the red stripes going from left to right to start, and they're taking on the Riptide, who are in the yellow. They'll be going from right to left to start. My name's Jordy Carraher, happy to be on play-by-play with you. Slight delay to start as the referees are just getting onto the ice. And this morning's starting goaltenders are as follows. For the Riptide, it'll be number 1, Burke Mills. And for the Selects, it'll be number 30, Max Michaud. And it looks like we're all set to go here. And here we are, we're underway. Coming forward is ECI straight away. Working their way into the corner. And for those who might happen to be listening, for the ECI side, I'll certainly have more names and numbers as we go along. I literally just got the numbers a moment ago, so I'm just getting a handle on them here, but I do know the Selects just had an opportunity, but that was taken away by the Riptide. And right there, good job on the defensive effort from Nick Liu. And now here come the Riptide the other way. This is Wood stopping up. And right into the middle, net comes off. And the net's about 5 feet off. Finally, it gets blown down. So a little bit of a frantic start here, it has to be said. And with the net coming off the moorings, we'll get a little bit of a pause in the action. Referee just making sure that they're properly in place now. Just over a minute into this game. And the face-off will come to Max Michaud's left. As the referee is just going to take a precautionary look. Oh, the pegs weren't actually in the net, so that was why it came off rather easily. And now, with the solo ref making his way down, we should be all good to go here in relatively short order. Certainly something to be said for safety. As we're back underway. Puck comes out, Riptide headed back for it. And here's Gates in the middle of the ice. Gates working his way through the neutral zone. And he just dumps that one in. Back for it for the Selects is Miguel Obey, number 97. But now the Riptide have it. McIntyre step into a shot, and he scores! Jake McIntyre not wasting any time here. Minute and a half into this opening period, and the Riptide are up 1-0. And so a big goal to start things off here for the Riptide. And the home team will look to maintain its momentum. Harper wins that draw. Hartman back for the Riptide. Hartman gets it back to Harper in the middle of the ice. Harper cutting to the middle, backhand stop by Michaud. Net comes off again. And is that one going to count? I think it is. And it looks like it may have been O'Keefe with the last touch. Sure, the ECI fans won't like that, but it's 2-0 Riptide, 2 minutes in. So yeah, quick start for these 2011 Riptide players. And it looks like we're all set to go once again. And almost another opportunity there for the Riptide, but now ECI headed back the other way as Cole Ray worked it in. Riptide headed back the other way. This is Myers. Over to the other Myers. Give and go just about goes, but Myers gets it back. And now headed back the other way with it are the Riptide. Lou with it. Works his way across the blue line. Tries to get it to Myers in the middle of the ice. Eventually does find him. Now it gets dished off to McCallum. His shot just goes wide. And now David Baglow in the corner. Tried to work it out to the point, but nobody was there. Defense were changing for the Riptide. McEntee, he's got one of the goals here for the Riptide already. Now they're headed back the other way again. Baglow. Dropped off. But nothing comes of the opportunity ultimately, as ECI is trying to push it forward. Now coming out with it in pursuit is number 34, Cedric Fournette. But now the Riptide headed back the other way again. Nice poke there from the defender to get it away. That defender being Luke Morrison. Now McEntee. Riptide threatening here again. Hartman. Loses the handle on that. Now ECI has a little bit of open ice to work. But the Riptide ultimately get it back. Only to lose it in the middle of the ice, as that was Fred Mazerol with the shot. That one goes wide. Now Harper. Pressured from the back by Mazerol. Now here's Wood with it. Wood gets it back. A little bit of pitch and catch there with Caleb Griffin as Myers heads back the other way. That one just high and wide. Now out into the slot for Mood. I think I called him Wood earlier. Now here's Griffin. He'll reverse it over to Myers. Dished up to Gates. Gates working his way in along the outside. Tries to center. And that one off the back of the net. Worked out to the point. McCallum can't get the shot off, but Lou recovers. That one off a body. But now headed back the other way that was Reese Harris with it. And that one's going to be called offside. 6:44 left in this opening period. Riptide out to a quick 2-0 lead. And the faceoff will come just outside the ECI blue line. And we're back underway. Here's Gates. Tucker Gates trying to work with it. Reverse to David Baglow. Into Gates. Can't quite get the shot off. And that one hops over McCallum's stick and back the other way. That was Colton Watson trying to center it. But now here's Baglow the other way. Cutting to the middle. Baglow can't finish. And now the Selects head back the other way. Here's Watson. Through the middle for Cole Ray. Can't get that one all the way to the net. And so the Riptide will regroup. Here's O'Keefe. Emerson O'Keefe. His shot off a shin pad. Now that was reversed around. That was Miguel Obey with it. Hartman gets it on the half boards. Worked his way into the corner. Now pinching in. Bit of a bouncing shot there from Max Keogh. But ultimately handled by Michaud. So the faceoff will come to Michaud's left. 5:33 left in the opening period. And Mood one-times it off the draw. Can't quite get that one to go. Riptide threatening again here. Mood gets it in the middle of the ice. Dished up. Spinning shot there from Myers. Stopped by Michaud, but Myers looking for more. Both Myers, as a matter of fact. Jackson Jace. Now headed back for it is Tyson Hines. Hines with it. Now coming up the boards again are the Riptide. But that one will go back into their own zone. Griffin with it now. Up to Roach. Up the middle of the ice to Baglow. Works his way in. Still with it. Takes a little half lap around the net. Now here come the selects again. That one sent cross ice from Fournette. And now the Riptide will try and recover. Through the neutral zone, it gets to Roach. And a loose puck here. Picked up by Ted Harper. Now Hartman with it in the corner. Hartman pushed off the puck there by Mazerol. Stick might have gotten up there a little bit, but no call. Kept in by the Riptide. Bouncing puck. Hartman had a tip on it, but Michaud able to see that one all the way in. So the face-off will come to Michaud's right. 3:53 remaining in the opening period. Riptide continue to lead this one 2-0. ECI trying to work their way out. And eventually they do, but Mazerol eats it from the linesman, and that'll send the Riptide back the other way. Myers has shot wide. Now here's Mood. Tries to swing it out front. And a little bit of a jab there at the side of the net, but nothing coming of it. That'll take us down to 3:32 remaining in the opening period. Riptide still leading 2-0. Face-off coming to Michaud's right. One back by the Selects, almost one back into their own net. Riptide control it. Griffin. Swung down into the corner. Gates there for it. Now ECI trying to come out. And here they come on the break as Cole Ray was pushing it forward. Ray still with it, centering pass intercepted. Now here's Hines. They get it out of their own end, do the Riptide. Hines will follow up on it. Now here's Baglow. That one stays onside. And battling for it in the corner there was Cooper Roach. Play comes out of the ECI end. And now the Select will try and break out once more. This is Obey with it. Or no, excuse me, that's 87, not 97, so that makes it Matthew Landry. Landry or Landry. Please let me know on the pronunciation there as Harper brings it in. 2-on-1 for the Riptide. Harper still with it, cutting in. And that is not going to go. Harper was trying to celebrate it, but Michaud keeps it out. So, 2:05 to go in this opening period. And the Riptide continue to lead 2-0. Face off again to the right of Max Michaud. Face off goes over into the corner. And now Myers tried to center that one for Mood. Eventually does get it. Mood taken down. That's going to be a penalty. As Michaud covers up, we'll get our first power play of the game here for the Riptide. It's a tripping call with 1:48 left in the first period. And let's see who the guilty party is. It looks like it's Caleb Tardif. And so the Riptide with a chance to extend their lead to 3. And Gates tried to take it toward the net straight off the draw. He'll get it back behind the ECI net. Centering pass. Baglow couldn't get the one-timer off. Now here's Gates again. Gates centering pass. Baglow right there in the crease. And a good job to clear it. Fournette is able to lob it down. Riptide regroup in their own end. And just taking it slowly there was Keogh, but his breakout pass was intercepted. Though Gates was able to recover, Keogh with a nice move there in the neutral zone. But that one's going to be blown down offside. 1:04 left now in the first period. Face-off will come just outside ECI's blue line. And Hartman tried to push it forward. He had Harper for support. Now Harper with it. Flip to O'Keefe. Couldn't quite finish. Now ECI trying to get it out of their own end. Hines keeps it in at the blue line. And that one was looking for a tip. Didn't get it. And again, ECI unable to clear. Hartman. Hartman out to Hines. Hines will wind and fire. Glove down by Michaud. Harper. How did that not go in? 30 seconds left in the period. And that shot goes wide. Here's Hines. Now Mazarol is able to get it out for ECI. 15 seconds left in the period. Riptide might have one more shot at it if they get it out quickly, but instead it's intercepted. And as Griffin gets it back, that is how the first period's going to end. So, Riptide will have a power play of 12 seconds to begin the second period. They lead 2-0 right now. I'll stop talking for about 30 seconds to a minute, and we'll be back to bring you period number 2 on the other side. All right, folks, we're back here for the second period. Again, the Riptide lead this 2011 division matchup 2-0 right now over the ECI Selects. And ECI headed back out the other way. That's Ray with it. Into the far corner. We're back to 5-on-5 now as the penalized player comes back on. And Mood takes it back the other way for the Riptide. Give and go. Trying to finish that one was Myers, but unable to do so. Kept in at the line. Another bouncing puck in front, but ECI is able to get it out. Battle for it in the neutral zone. Mood comes out with it. Dishes off to Baglow. Centering pass, scores! Beauty goal there off a turnover in the neutral zone, and it's Cooper Roach who finishes it off. And that makes it 3-0 Riptide early in the second period. That goal coming just 48 seconds into the middle frame here. And the Riptide looking for more. Here's Roach. Had that one taken away, and now the Selects headed back the other way. Fournette couldn't quite get there. Now here's Baglow. Goes cross ice to Roach. Then spots Gates in the middle. Here comes Tucker Gates. Gates still with it. And now the Selects are coming back the other way. This is Tardif. Caleb Tardif stops up. That shot just wide. Riptide trying to get it out of their own end here now. Nice little flip pass to Roach. He comes down the wing on the near side. Roach centers. That one a little bit behind Baglow, so Fournette headed back the other way. And now on a partial break here is Cohen Smith. He's able to get that one on net. That might be the first time that Mills has had to handle the puck. And he's able to hold on. Face-off will come to the right of Burke Mills here. 10:07 left in the second period. Goal from Cooper Roach just a minute ago has made it 3-0 Riptide. And here's the Selects with an opportunity. That one off a body right before it got to Smith. Harris with the shot. And now Riptide headed out the other way. Hartman trying to get there, and he scores! Gavin Hartman, good hustle to get to that puck. And he just kind of fired it as soon as he got there. Found the opening on the short side. And that's going to make it 4-0 Riptide. And just as it was early in the first period, a couple of quick ones for the Riptide. Gotten them out in front again early. Now the Riptide trying to set something up in their own end. Hines going back for it. And now here come the Riptide again. Myers. Dished that one off into the corner. Mood couldn't quite get to it. We've got a penalty called behind the play. It's an interference call. And it looks like it's going to be an ECI minor. And the guilty party appears to be Mathieu Landry. And so that'll put the Riptide back on the power play. Second opportunity of the game. Couldn't capitalize on the first one. Now here's Lou. That shot on goal right into the chest of Michaud. So we'll do it all over again. 9:23 left in the second period. Riptide leading 4-0. Face off again to Michaud's left. Selects try to get out of their own end here. And eventually it is poked out there by Smith. Now Baglow with it. Over Lou. David Baglow there again. Pressured on the forecheck by Fournette. Now the Riptide trying to get out. Roach couldn't quite get to that one, so the Selects will slap it back the other way. Now here's McCollum. Lobs that one up. And Tardif was able to get out of his own end. Out to Lou at center ice. Cross ice pass to Roach. Roach centers for Baglow. And tries the backhand. Can't quite finish. And it'll come out to Lou at the point. And he'll snap that one just wide. McEntee on the pinch. And ECI is able to get it out. Lou headed back for it. 45 seconds left in the power play here for the Riptide. Good job by the penalty killers here so far, and they're going to clear it again. Or they should. That one went off of Hartman initially. And that one will just get swung around by 98 Landon Campbell. Now here's Hartman. Able to get a stick in the way of the clearing attempt, or at least the initial one. The Selects do get it down. 15 seconds left in the power play here for the Riptide. Might have an opportunity for one more rush here if they get it up the ice quick enough. And it's held up, Mood, and he puts himself offside by trying to bring it in backwards. 1 second left in the power play, 7:29 to go in the second period. The face-off will come just outside the ECI blue line. And we're back to 5-on-5 now. Hines sends that one forward to Myers. And a bit of a collision there, but good effective play there from Harris. And now ECI headed back the other way, but offside on account of the change. Looked like ECI may have had something developing there, but again, that long second period change just kind of throws things off just enough, and it can wreak havoc on those offensive rushes. Riptide control it off the draw. There's Lou. Sent forward. Baglow couldn't quite handle that one from Gates. Now McCollum at center ice. Able to get back as ECI tries to get it out. Now Gates battling on the far side. Gates still with it. But now turning it back the other way here is Luke Morrison. Dumped off the puck there. Roach will send it around to McCollum. And unable to hold it in at the line there was Morrison. That'll give Lou an opportunity to set things up. Sends it up to Baglow. Cross ice intended for Gates, but intercepted. And Baglow recovers. ECI briefly had it, but now O'Keefe's headed back the other way, and now they get caught on the long second period change. Nearly back on side there was Harper, just couldn't quite get over the line in time. So, 6:05 left in the second period now. And again, the face-off will come just outside the ECI zone. And again, ECI trying to get it out. But the play's largely been tilted toward their end for the course of this game, and now Hartman threatening again. Hartman in a slot, scores! That's a beauty there from Gavin Hartman, splitting the D. That's his second of the game, and that makes it 5-0 Riptide. I tell you, that Harper and Hartman pairing, that's been a very solid combo here for the Riptide in this one. Definitely some bigger bodies making their presence felt as Myers comes right back that way for the Riptide. Shoots! And that one squeaks through. So a couple of quick goals back to back here. That's extended the Riptide's lead to 6-0. And clearly the Riptide have had the measure of the play here so far in this game. And a late line change here for the Riptide off the draw. And they'll control it. Here's Griffin. Caleb Griffin off the boards. Roach couldn't bring that one down. But they'll get another chance here. Dished off to Baglow in the middle of the ice. David Baglow trying to center for Roach. But nothing doing there, so it comes out to the point for Griffin. Caleb Griffin with the shot, he scores! No, he doesn't. Goaltender interference. And that'll be Cooper Roach headed off, so that'll give ECI its first power play of the game. Yeah, initially called a goal, but then waved off by the ref. And I think it's Roach who's headed off. Yeah, there's the signal, the 4. And so again, ECI to its first power play of the game, with a shot to maybe get some life back into them here. 5:12 to go in the second. And now the Riptide trying to get out of their own zone. Gets out to Harper at center ice. He'll just flip it past. And that's Landry with it. Working his way up. Only gets it to Hartman. And ECI offside there. So, 4:49 remaining in the second. Again, Riptide up 6-0 now. 4 goals in this second period. Now the Riptide again. They're able to clear that time. And now back for it in his own end is 11 Tardif. Gets it out to center ice. McEntee there. And cross ice pass intercepted by Myers. Jace Myers working his way into the zone. He loses it. Now ECI headed back the other way. It's Ray. Gets caught up in McEntee's feet there. And knocked down with a high stick. That'll get blown down. 4:07 left in the second period. 55 seconds left on the ECI power play. So the faceoff will come to the right of Burke Mills in the offensive zone. Riptide trying to clear. And that one just a little bit behind Jax Myers. But Griffin's able to flip it out. And Myers has a break. Jax Myers in. Nice stop there from Michaud. That's his best of the game. Big stop when they needed it. Because being down 6-0 is one thing. Being down 7, if we get to the third period at that margin, that triggers straight time. Bagalow controls that one off the draw. Lou. Back down, reversed out by Morrison. Now Mazarol pushed off the puck. And that is going to be called interference. So, 25 seconds. ECI is going to have a 5-on-3. And it looks like it's Tucker Gates headed off. Again, this is the first of 10 games here that we're streaming today on the Rink B side of McLaughlin Arena, as Mills covers that one up. An additional 11 on the Rink A side, and you can find them all on the Oyster Cup YouTube page, which is where you're watching this game right now. As the Riptide control it off the draw. Send all the way down. And that'll do a good job of killing most of what's left of the 5-on-3. Of course, a 5-on-4 after that for 1:36. And the Selects work their way into the zone. And sent on goal. Tipped a little bit wide by Lou. And Roach straight out of the box. Had a thought about going back and potentially was going to wait for a stretch pass. Now McCollum. Roach is just able to get out of his own end. So it's dumped back in. Mills catches that. And they're going to play it. Lou over to McCollum. Back to Lou. Up to Harper. Harper crosses the blue line. Watched closely there by Landry. And now that is, I believe, St. Amand who had the puck. And trying to work his way up here is Cole Ray. Ray, one of the better forwards here so far in this one from this humble broadcaster's point of view for ECI as Michaud handles the clearing attempt. Now ECI working their way up. It's Saint Amand. He was able to skate that one in. McEntee back for it for the Riptide. 13 seconds left in the power play. McEntee with it again. Pushed up against the boards. There is the select player. Couldn't quite see a number from this distance, and I thought that was in for a second. As we're back to 5-on-5, Riptide kill the 5-on-3. And McEntee, nice stretch pass, finds Jace Myers. Everybody gets back on side. Myers, tip, dished off. Mood couldn't quite finish. Still bouncing around out front. ECI now trying to get it out. But the Riptide hold on. Now Myers with it, out in front. Glove down by Michaud. Max Michaud making a couple of big saves here in the last couple minutes. And again, it keeps it at a 6-0 margin for now. Face-off coming to Michaud's left. 1:05 left in the second period. Looks like we're all set to go here now. Scramble off the draw. Mazerol is able to push that one forward. But the Riptide keep it in. Myers battling theirs. We're into the final minute of the period now. Here's Mazerol. Works that one up. That one found Cohen Smith. Or no, that was Boudreaux, I think. Now the Riptide coming forward. Here's Myers across the line. Myers centering pass for Mood, and that one stays out. And Michaud covers. 15.9 seconds to go. And the selects control it again. ECI back down the other way. Pushed off the puck there from behind. That's going to be another call on the Riptide. As that one gets touched down. 1.3 seconds to go as Smith got knocked down from behind. And it looks like it's going to be McCallum headed off. So again, 1.3 seconds to go in the second period. And that'll send ECI back to the power play. And that is how the period's going to end here, folks. So, 6-0 Riptide as we head to the third. All right, looks like we're good to go again to begin the third period. Again, Riptide leading this one 6-0. One more goal would trigger straight time the rest of the way. Just the rules of the tournament. That's how it's been going. And the Selects control it off the draw. Fournette. Cedric Fournette here. Stopped by Mills. Might be the toughest save he's had to make so far. Now Bagalow headed back the other way. ECI starting this period on the power play. Effectively a full power play as the penalty came with 1.3 seconds to go. And that puck gets frozen to the boards. So the face-off will come to the left of Max Michaud here. Selects control it off the draw. And that was briefly kept in. But now the Selects will try and push it forward here again. Saint Amand with it. Sent that one forward. That was Seth Monroe working his way up. And unable to get the shot off that time was Colton Watson. Riptide trying to get out of their own end. ECI trying to establish a power play presence here. As Harper will send that one around his own net. And the Riptide clear. They get it out to Tardif. Skates it up the middle of the ice. Tardif gets the shot off. That one a little bit high. ECI still with it. And that shot doesn't get to the net, so Tardif back for it. Watched closely there by O'Keefe. Now it's Hartman. Gavin Hartman with 2 goals in this game already. And now the Selects have a 3-on-1 going. This is Campbell. Couldn't quite get it to go there. But now he'll get it back. Tries to go from behind the net, but nobody home. And Morrison unable to keep it in. So Obey headed back for it. As we're back to 5-on-5. Miguel Obey. Myers cuts that one off. Now Mazerol is able to push that one forward. Now coming across the ice, here's Campbell. He pushes that one down. Mazerol centering pass. And Mills is able to hold on. He had Boudreau right there on the doorstep. But Mills is able to make the save to keep it a 6-0 game. So the faceoff will come to Mills' left here. Riptide control it off the draw. Gets out to the point. Morrison puts it on net. Mazerol tips that one just wide. Looks like the net's off a little bit. Referee just blows it down, noticing it. So 9:25 to go now in the third period. Again, this is the first of 10 games here on Rink B ice. The first 4, I believe, are all 2011 games. There might be a 2013 division game in there somewhere. And now the Riptide headed back the other way. This is Mood. Tries to go short side, can't find the opening. And now coming up the middle of the ice, there was 87 Landry. But now the Riptide try to get it back out. Landry gets it back. And now here's Smith, puts it on net. Never a bad idea because of a rebound like that. And somehow Mills is able to find it. And perhaps a late jab coming in there from Sawyer Patterson, which Mills certainly didn't appreciate. ECI certainly knocking on the door here in terms of getting on the board, but Burke Mills is keeping it in its present state right now, 6-0. 8:45 to go in the third period. ECI still pressing. But Griffin takes over for the Riptide. He'll go up the middle to Baglow. David Baglow pushes that one up to Jax Myers. Tries to center for Jace Myers. Couldn't quite get it there. And that one, awkward angle. As I just said, just put it on net. Good things can happen. And for Jace Myers, that is going to make it 7-0. And as mentioned, 7-goal differential. That now triggers straight time. Or at least I thought it did. The clock is stopped at 8:08, and maybe it'll keep going after that. Either way, it's a 7-goal lead now for the Riptide. And ECI is able to get that one out. But going down at the blue line there was Ray. Now the Riptide trying to get organized in their own end. McCollum. He got that one up, and now here's Baglow. Stops up. Finds himself a little bit more room. But then he has that one poked away. Good defensive play there from Tardif. And Tardif intercepts here. Caleb Tardif in. It's just a little bit high. Right idea there from Caleb Tardif as he was jumping into the rush. And another bouncing puck in front of Mills, but it stays out. Riptide continue forward here. Harper. Ted Harper. Tries to reverse, but instead finds the select player. I think that was Ray. And McEntee now keeps it in. That one on net. Intercepted part of the way there by Obey. Hartman now. Back to McEntee. Up to O'Keefe. Morrison tries to push that one the other way for ECI, but now McEntee's got it. Jace Myers in there. He's got the most recent goal here for the Riptide. That makes it 7-0. As Keogh walks in, nice tip from Myers, just about had another one. Puck comes out to the point, McEntee keeps it in. And now here's Mood. Mood with it, watched closely there by Obey. Mazerol comes in to dig it out. Comes out to Myers in the slot, that one off a body. McEntee keeps it in at the blue line. Down to Myers. Centering pass! Jax Myers couldn't quite get a handle on that. Now here's Jace Myers again. Centering pass, nearly got the same outcome as before. Now Jax Myers, the Riptide captain, digs it out. Out to McEntee. Sustained pressure here from the Riptide. Boudreau is able to get it out. No icing, doesn't get to the goal line. And the breakout pass tipped, but the Riptide do pick it up. Now here's Baglow headed in. And took a bit of a hack there. Certainly felt that one. And he's headed straight off. So David Baglow not feeling too good about that. Not sure whose stick it was that got in there. Not sure. It may have been either Reese Harris or Landon Campbell. It looked like an 8 on the end at least. And now a penalty here to... Or no, that was a delayed offside, excuse me. Riptide back the other way. Roach. That pass behind Hines. Hines gets it back. Tyson Hines working his way through the middle of the ice. And he goes down. No call there. And, yeah, a bit of a shot from behind there. And down on the ice is the ECI defender. Play continues. And, yeah, things starting to get a little chippy here. Meanwhile, again, we still have an injured player on the ice. And Michaud goes over to check on him. I think that is Cohen Smith down. And we'll just leave things here. 3:51 to go. And no, it wasn't 9. It was actually double that. It was Blake St. Amand who was down. But he's hunched over, back on his feet. And it doesn't look like anything is going to come of it here. 3:51 to go, and now the clock is ticking. Now the two linesmen are going to have a quick discussion with the Riptide coach. And not sure what this is about. Surely it's not a lineup consideration or any kind of a penalty consideration. Bit of an erroneous note from the timekeeper. I wonder, could it have something to do with... The only thing it could possibly be is potentially a lineup issue that they're only noticing now. But whatever it happens to be, doesn't look like it's going to affect things too much here as we're down to 3:35 to go. Riptide win that draw. McCallum. They're able to get that one out. Jace Myers. Dished off to McCallum. He sends that one on goal. Michaud able to see that one through traffic. Makes the save. And good on Max Michaud here. He's had a pretty good second half of this game, it has to be said. But overall, just the Riptide too strong in this one. Gates. That one sent on net, just wide. Keogh with the shot. And that one sent around. And trying to clear that one was Tardif. And now across to Gates. Tucker Gates now. Had that one intercepted. Mazarol has that clearing attempt intercepted by Keogh. Nice move there from Max Keogh. Puck bouncing around in front. Oh, late hit there from Mazarol as he just steamrolled his man right in the top of the crease. Not sure who that is that's down. Looks like Roach. I think that's a 4 I'm seeing on the arm. But Mazarol absolutely ran him over at the top of the crease. So we're down to 2:29 to go in this opening game here on Rink B. And again, the clock is moving. And Mazarol picked up a penalty on that play. So Riptide on the power play. Here's Hartman. Again, he's got 2 in this game. Working his way out front. Whoa, what a goal there. Shifty little backhand move. And yeah, just kind of sliding his way into the slot there was Caleb Griffin. And that makes it 8-0 Riptide as the clock keeps ticking. 1:37 remaining in this one. Selects control it off the draw. And Smith couldn't hold on to it across the blue line. Now the Riptide with it again. Here's Lou. Myers couldn't quite find the other Myers. But this is Jace Myers. Little stick in there, nothing called. So Jax Myers will take it back the other way. Reversed over to Mood. Now over to Lou. As we're into the final minute of this game. Mood centers. Couldn't quite find anybody on the other side. And here's Jace Myers again. Reversed there. Now ECI trying to make their way out. Gets to center where Lou cuts it off. And Jax Myers skating that one in. Jace following up. Again, a pretty complete win here overall, it has to be said, for the 2011 Riptide. As we're down to 15 seconds to go. Nice little flip play there from Laundry. And now here's Gates. Gates behind his own net. And that's how this one's going to end. So, ultimately it finishes up as an 8-0 win for the 2011 Riptide over the ECI Selects. And we'll stick around to find out who picks up Player of the Game honors from either side. And a very deserving player of the game here for the ECI Selects, the goalie, Max Michaud. Again, he had a strong second half of this game. And Gavin Hartman with the 2 goals, he picks up Player of the Game honors for the Riptide. And the 2011 division action continues here in about 15 to 20 minutes time, as we'll have the New Brunswick Ice taking on the Warrior Select. So hopefully you'll come back for that one, as coverage of the 2022 Andrews Hockey Oyster Cup continues right here on YouTube.